inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through eyes covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my way?
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome to tonight's live. How's everybody doing? Let me take my glasses off for a minute. I don't know if my glasses are giving me a headache or I don't know. I think that might have been the glasses. Might have been the glasses. Hey, Divine Timing. Welcome in. Hey, Sam. Hey, Ladybug. Hey, Mancha-Chi. How you doing? We got baby girls in here. Hola. Hey, Bree. I'm going up instead of down. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Laura. Did I say hi to Ladybug? Hello, Ladybug. If I didn't. Like, what about me? Hey, Tracy, this case is getting wild. And we were at the right spot today. I was so excited to see that. We were in the right area and then we were in the right spot. So if you missed the live from earlier today, I took a trip up to Columbus because I had to grab something up at the hospital. So I figured while I'm here, let's get some footage over by the house. I'm talking about Spencer and Monique Tempe's house, and they live on the corner of 4th and 8th in Columbus. I don't know what side of Columbus it's on. I consider it like the north side. It's like on the north end of that road anyway. But we went over there. We wanted to walk through like the back alleyway to see if we could find any, buildings that resembled the buildings that we were seeing. Move my fan. That we were seeing on the surveillance video. I'll get it out. I'll get it out there. So, and we did find it. We found it. Hey, Tiff. Happy New Year. Oh, you're in the hospital now. Well, I hope you're feeling better. Hey, kitsy cats. The police are holding all of it back. But they're kind of down there in the area. I don't know if like that area is known for having police presence, but they were there today. I haven't moved my car. I was like, am I allowed to park here? I don't even know. I ain't taking the chance. I moved it. So I moved it like it was on the side of their house. Like there's a business right there. And it just said, don't park like behind this like pole, and I parked in front of it, but I was still scared. I was like, you ain't getting me. You ain't getting me. Well, thanks. Hey, Remy. I tried. It was drizzling or whatever you call it, like drizzling out. It was like rainy, and it was just like the craziest, weirdest weather today. It wasn't like super cold other than the wind and then the rain. I was like, oh, okay, well that's what you get. That's what you get. It'll probably be beautiful out tomorrow. Let's check. Let's just check for funsies. Why not? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Tomorrow, 48 degrees and just cloudy. It was snowing today, baby girl. Oh, wow. It was pretty. It was pretty cold. It wasn't like, I should have bundled up a little more. That's all. I just need to bundle up more. But I was like, I'll be good. I'll be good. Oh, your donation. Are you donating? I need to do that. Mm-hmm. I need to donate a lot. Okay, so I have some stuff to show you, and then I have some stuff like that I saw online. Now there is a this is a unconfirmed, could be a report of. I mean, I don't know what this is, so I'm going to show it to you first. How about that? Because I don't know how to word this without it sounding like it's really bad, because it is kind of bad. Okay, so Fox News, which I mean personally, I've seen better, right? I've seen better out there. I'm just going to say that. But they came out and they put out an article, and they said that it was right before I came on live. I saw this. It was actually in one of the Facebook groups I saw this in, and I was like, what? So it came out today at 4:39, and it says 911 call at Ohio dentist home reported domestic dispute months before he and wife found shot dead. And I'm like, say what? So what Facebook is saying, so like this is why I'm just like, I don't even know. That's why I'm just putting it out here they're both bad. The Facebook groups are saying, like, half of them don't know, and the other half are saying, like, no, they were having a party. Now roll with me. They were having a party at their house, and a girl called 911 and put in a domestic dispute call. And then when she hung up and they call her back, she says, no, I don't need anything. Like, to me, I ain't buying that. I'm not buying it. I don't know if this is Monique. I don't know who this is. I'm on the phone because I don't, know Monique, but I just don't see, I don't know. I don't like, it doesn't sound like Monique to me. Like, some of the words don't, but like, would you ever go to someone's house and go to a party and call 911 and hang up? 911's going to call you back. Hey, Amy, they're going to call you right back, right? Like, they're going to call back, see what's going on. And then you'd have to be right by the phone to answer it, or whatever phone it is. I mean, I guess it does have to be a landline. No one really has landlines nowadays, but it did say that like they could have like police like dispatch there. So they knew her, like her location. So not Monique. Okay. So I wonder why Fox would put this out, unless they just got that they were getting the 911 calls, right? Just like a lot of people have been getting them. And so maybe they got this one if they were intoxicated. See, I just can't see myself doing that. Like, it's just crazy. I wonder who it was. I mean, not like, I don't need a name. I don't, you know what I mean? I just wonder like what the I guess the stuff was around it. You know what I mean? Like, who does that? Yeah, I think they did that on purpose because they didn't want us to find out where it was, Remy, but we found it. Thanks, Huck. Is that a dog? I'll be damned it is. That dog's living his best life. It's got sunglasses and looks like it's in a stroller. Okay. Well, thank you, Ladybug. Dang, Ladybug's on it. She says, you better subscribe. We want 24,000 by today. She's putting pressure on me over here. So I wanted to bring this to your attention, but I didn't want to bring it to you. Like, I just wanted you guys to know that I knew about it. Does that make sense? Okay. Because I was hearing stuff and I was seeing stuff, and I have not had a chance to watch Surviving the Survivor. I didn't even know that I heard, I think you guys said something about in the chat yesterday, and it didn't click in my brain. Just did not click in my head. So I do need to watch that. And I will go watch that. So we're just going to write this off as not Monique. We're not sure who it was, but if it was a party guest, maybe don't call 911. Just get the guys at the party there to handle the situation, right? I mean, because I know my brother would if I was like saying someone was hurting me. So, because she did sound really upset. Oh, you're welcome, Neil. You're very welcome. I thought you guys would be able to hear my boots a clicking and everything. Vincent was watching the video and I was like, turn it up. I was like, you can't hear it, all this stuff. And he's like, no. I was like, well, I'm over here like screaming into the microphone. Knew those were good mics. Just had to learn how to use them. Hey, Catherine. Welcome in, everybody. If you guys don't mind, we take a second, hit the like button. It really does help. And subscribe to the channel because Ladybug said so. I love that. Also, I want to make a correction. Correction time. Correction. So I did say, and I said this a couple times, I think. So I just want to make a correction on my behalf. So whenever I was walking up to their home, to the Tempe's house, to put the flowers up there, I wasn't really looking. I looked kind of like for a second at their house, but my focus was more on the 3 to 4 guys that were kind of coming my way, that knew them, that were there moving their stuff out. I didn't mean for us to meet. I was trying to like sneak up there, put the flowers up there, like, on the steps before they saw me, but they were just like, here we are. I was like, oh, there you are. And so the correction is their door is not around the corner. Okay. So I thought that you walked up 2 sets of like steps, and then you walked up their, main set of steps, and then you went around like a corner like this to their front door. I was wrong. It's just straight up, just straight up. So I just wanted to make that correction. So I'm so sorry that I misinformed you, but I don't really have to make corrections that often, but we do. When we do, we do. So I wanted to make sure I made that correction because that was incorrect. Also, I will show you some of the tape that we took today because I want to show you exactly where it was. And then there was a lady that went there from the news and she stood right where she's like, yeah, that guy walked right by here. And I was like, that's where I was. And that's where you hear me go, oh my gosh, we found it. So sorry, I was like a little excited about that, but I didn't think I was going to find it that easily. But I was right about the location on where I thought it was because Vincent and I were going back and forth about it. So the couple's children, they have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. The 1-year-old's a little boy. The 4-year-old's a little girl. I guess the family, that's who, they've been staying with their family. And they're, I guess, well, the baby, of course, I mean, probably wouldn't see anything different, maybe not so much, but the 4-year-old, I guess, appears to be just fine and doesn't appear to have seen anything or witnessed anything, which to me that's a blessing. That's a blessing in itself. I don't know how she didn't see anything, but I'm glad she didn't, I'm just really glad. So now they have to see how they're going to be able to tell these kids. So it says the family of Monique and Spencer Tepe say they don't know how to explain the killings to the couple's 4-year-old daughter. The young girl was inside the residence along with her 1-year-old brother when the Tempes were killed in the early morning hours of December 30th, Columbus Division Police previously said. The children were found physically unharmed in the Columbus home by police who arrived at the residence around 10 a.m. following calls for welfare checks on the couple. Now, I think I did hear this a couple times that they had a medically necessary dog, like something like that, not medically necessary, but like trained, I guess, like trauma trained to go in and I guess be with the kids. So I knew that they used those at like dogs at hospitals, but I didn't realize they used them in police stations. That's a good idea. So says a friend of the family told 911 dispatchers he could hear children crying inside the home, according to CNN. The kids are now in the care of several family members who are trying to keep the 4-year-old occupied, says Rob Misla, who is married to Spencer's sister. We've all been grappling with how to tell a 4-year-old that they're never going to see their parents again. We just don't know how to do that. I'm sure she's wondering when she's going to see her mommy and daddy again, he says. It's just really hard to get into her mind. The child hasn't said much in the last few days as she stays with different family members who are trying to keep her distracted and are playing with her as much as possible. She probably likes that. The couple who has 1 month. So I think this is wrong. I don't know why they keep saying this. The couple was 1 month short of celebrating their 5th wedding anniversary. They got married in December. So I'm not sure why it's saying that. We looked it up last night. Oh, I had it up like from the night before, but I don't know. It's weird. Nisla believes the children did not witness the crime, given the time frame police suspect the killings to have occurred between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. Based on that time frame, Nisla said the kids would have been in their own room. So I wonder if they just wouldn't wake up to hearing something like that, like a gunshot. I mean, kids, I slept through a tornado. I mean, shoot. I hope those kids are like me and they can just sleep through anything. So it just says here, authorities have released little information about a possible suspect or motive nearly a week into the investigation. No firearms were found at the scene, and investigators say they didn't find signs of a break-in. So on Monday, January 5th, Columbus police released surveillance footage of a person they believed who could have been relevant to the investigation. The hooded figure was seen in an alleyway near the couple's home. It was behind their home. Okay, so I looked it up and I was curious, right? Like I was like, what did they do? Was it till it was 5 a.m. or 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. That's when they're they were saying that they thought the crimes could have been committed between like it was like 10 and 6 and then 12 and 6, and now they're doing a 2 a.m. and a 5 a.m. window. So it's only a few hours. And I think the kids probably would have been in their bed at that time. So then we went there today and we looked around. But before we look at that, I was curious because I had a police wellness check done on me one time. It's going to be funny. So just stick with me here. Okay. So, and I'm not sure how these work, but I don't think that they work like the Columbus police and this instance anyway, I don't think they were doing it right, because you don't just knock and then leave. Like, I mean, you leave, but you go do other things. There's other things that you could be doing. So my wellness check, I had just moved to Columbus. I just moved there. This was like back when I lived up there, 10 years. Well, it'll be 10 years. Wait, it's been 10 years. It was 10 years in like September, sorry. 10 years of September. I had to think about that for a minute. So I had this roommate. He was an older gentleman. He was kind of just like a little weird, a little bit, just a little bit weird. I knew I was going to move out because he was just like so weird. He would like, I stayed out one night and he like drilled me, and I was like, I was really mean about it. And I was like, my father's dead. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Or, so then I decided after my mom passed away, I had my cat, right? And my cat was with my mom. So I had to take my cat, of course. Hello. Well, I knew that he was not going to allow me to have a cat there, but there was just, I wasn't going to ask at that point, right? I was paying rent. I was like, I'm keeping this cat in my room. I didn't tell him. I was like, I'm going to keep this cat in my room for like 3 days, and then I'll be out of here and all things will be okay, right? Yeah, well, damn it, Rocky. Yeah, I still got the cat. So Rocky's in my room, and this guy, since he was hearing a DVD, I had a DVD playing like over and over in my room just for sound, because I was afraid that Rocky would meow or something. And so this guy calls the police and has them come in and do a welfare check. And they like straight like knocked on my door. They did not come in my room. I know that was part of it. They were like, we can't go in there. Like, we have no reasonable, like, no probable cause to go in there. Like, right. I think they ended up calling me and I answered. I was at work or something. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I was like, who does that? Who calls up, like, who calls a welfare check on somebody that doesn't need a welfare check? My roommate. So I'm thinking if they wouldn't have got a hold of me, what would they have done next? So we're going to go over that. It says, thanks, Tiff, for the $9.99. She says, okay, Ladybug, haha, more people subscribe, please. Hope everyone has a happy new year. Thank you so much. Oh, I would love to sleep with a sound machine. I've been wanting one. I've been wanting one of those fancy ones that like wake you up like the sun. I just want one. So normally it says typical actions. This is the AI overview. So we're just going to go up here and it says, I put in here, what do cops normally do if there's no answer at a wellness check? So they normally will check the premises, which I guess these cops did. These officers did. They went to the front door and the back door. Now, I'm assuming that their presence, like officers don't know how to knock civilly. They probably go to their mama's house and be banging on the door. You know, like they knock with their fist, like this way, boom, boom, boom. So if they did go over there, which they did for the wellness check, I'm pretty sure that the little girl, if she was, you know, if she did hear it, which I'm sure she did in that house, probably echoed, she probably ran and hid. I would have hid at 40, at 40, not 4 years old. To catch me in the closet. I really would be in the closet. So, and then it says they would inspect for clues. They may check the mailbox to see if mail has piled up. Okay. They're going to gather information. They'll speak with neighbors, property managers, or original callers to gather more context about the person's last known activity. Don't know if they did that. I don't even know if they had like a chance to really do that. Attempting alternative contact. They might try to contact another person, like a family member. Forced entry if necessary. So law enforcement can legally enter a residence without a warrant only if they have exigent circumstances or reasonable grounds to believe the person is in imminent danger, injured, or deceased. And I think that that's what their friends were trying to like make them realize when they were calling and saying, like, especially the boss saying like he wouldn't do this, like he's on time. You know, that's not like a possibility. Because the lady, you know, says, well, sometimes people just don't go to work. And that's the truth, though. I can't even be mad at her for saying that. Because I'm sure 911 gets a lot of calls about people not coming to work. And they're just hiding at home. You know? They're just hiding at home. So they're supposed to leave a contact card, I guess. Like, hello, contact us. And then the welfare check call may remain open. Okay, and they may follow up at another time, a later time, come and knocking again. And it just says, if situations where the individual is found to be fine, officers will clear the call. Okay. Well, in this case, that wasn't in this instance, it wasn't the case. Sorry. I think they just have to be so like blunt and that kind of have to be mean in a way almost to people, like snap them out of it almost. Like I couldn't do 911 call. I couldn't be a 911 caller or dispatcher. I would just feel I got like no. Not saying they don't have too much. They don't have enough empathy. I think I got like too much empathy, like to where like you know, I would just be crying along with them, not helping them. Not don't call me. Yes. See, that's what I see. Huck, that's yeah. Like I think that he should have said that he's like, hey, he's a dentist. He graduated with in his degree with dentistry and surgery dental. I don't know if he was doing that there, but I know that's what he graduated with. So if to me to want to work an hour and some one way and then an hour and some back. they're either paying you really, really well as just a regular general dentist just to do some cleanings and a couple fillings here and there, which I don't know about that. Or you're using your surgical skills to use and you're doing like endodontist work and stuff like that, where you can do root canals and you can pull teeth, extractions and things of that nature. And I'm thinking he's probably was using the latter, the more of the two. So I'm going to play the video again, one time for the one time of the guy walking along. And I'm going to show you where the Nest camera was. So in the daylight without the snow. So you see here, there's like where the Nest is. I never did find the black car. It wasn't home. The black Hyundai, I think that's what that is. When I said that was a Hyundai Elantra, Vincent was like, it is. And I'm like, yeah, right there, like where the lip is. It looks like one, right? Maybe I'm wrong though. So where the Nest is up here in the upper right-hand corner, you're going to see a garage door there. It's brown. I believe it's brown or green. Brown, I believe. And then you're going to see this door with it's like one of those half moons or whatever, like windows that you can, that you put at the top of your front door. And then you'll see the mailbox to the right of the door. Okay. So the camera that we're looking at is on the other side of the street from there, and it's perched up on a garage. And so that's what we're watching. And this camera right here was very, I clearly see it in the daytime. I don't know about at night, but clearly in the daytime, you could see it. So do I need to go back? I think I do. I was watching it. Because I said something on the live like, holy crap, we found it. Okay. So maybe I'll show you this way. Of course, it's going to buffer on me. What the heck? You could hear me when I was in the okay, there I am. Hello. Hospital today. I'm grabbing something. I went out there. I just had to grab something. Okay, we don't need to listen to me. We'll listen right here. But you could hear me. So this is right where we're talking. Right where we're talking. So this kind of looks familiar. Oh my God, this is it. You guys, okay. This might be. I was like, okay, hold on, stick with me here. I was actually very surprised that I found it. I'm not going to lie, because there's a lot of this way and they're all one-way roads, and one-way roads in Tanya they're not good together. They're just not, they're not good together. So let me turn it down a little bit and then I'll show you where the camera is. So this is where let me go back. This is where the guy was walking. Not right there, but obviously on this other side. Okay. Actually, before that, if you see between the two buildings right here, that's where they keep their air conditioning units. And you can actually walk between these two buildings. I think I see it when I'm driving. I don't think I see it in this video, but I remember specifically seeing it and being like, oh, wow, you can go down there. There's like stairs right there. So that person could have lived over on Summit or one of these other roads that are over, one or two. And he could have just been going right through the house line. Like no one would have even seen him come through there, because I'm sure a lot of college kids use these. And then it's just me panning around. I think I was talking to you guys for a little bit here before. Yeah. And then also on this house, you can see to the left what looks like it could be a doorbell like ringer. It's not. It's a case that would hold a doorbell camera. So maybe that person either moved out of the house and they didn't just take it down, or whoever lives there now, maybe it was asked by police to be used. I don't know. But I do show you the camera. There it is. So it's over here. Do I zoom into that? I don't know if I do. I'm just shaking the camera around. Okay. So I guess I don't show you, do I? Oh, I don't even show y'all. Look at me being crazy. So you see where the concrete is here? Like the concrete comes out. Let me show you this one again. See the concrete, it comes out. And then even the trash cans, you got the green one and the blue one. Over here, the green one, then the blue one. Like they don't have to be in that order because obviously over here they're blue, green. So. And I think this is, do I take you this way and then go down? I do. Okay. Oh no, I just show you. Okay. So basically I show you where you can go down right here. There's like a little pathway, which I end up going down eventually. And that's just like if they wanted to go to, okay, so if you wanted to cut through that alley back from behind their house where their garage sits on, this right here, perfect. Go right through it. And it takes you to the front of their house. Also, there's no Ring cameras on any of these that I saw. I didn't see any video surveillance cameras on any of these buildings when we went through it. We walked through it. I didn't see anything on the ground that he could have like dropped or lost, or, you know, there's a lot of stuff on the ground, but nothing that looked like anybody had dropped on purpose. There are people that live in those places. I don't think those are college kids that live there, but don't quote me on that. I never really went on this side of campus when I would go down there. I would go more on like, how do I explain it? Like more down on campus. Okay, so now we're walking towards their house. And their house is the second one from the end of the block. I could probably speed this up a little. Let's walk a little faster. Probably walk me a little faster than that. We're going to walk fast. Okay, so this is the first house. There is a camera up there in the corner. And then the second house, I don't think it had any cameras, but the other house, we already talked about those cameras before. And then this was their garage here. So let me slow me down because I don't know if I showed you guys where their back door is. Or like the let me go back a little bit. Okay, because they don't have a, like at their fence, they don't have a back door to their fence in the back. It's in the front to get into their backyard. So if you wanted to get into their backyard from the back, you would go through their garage, and then they'd have a back door inside the garage. It goes into their backyard. Maybe I go back and show you guys. I think I do. Yeah, see right there, you can't see any, like you can't, there's nothing like to where it could swing open. And then even in the front, I thought the same. And I was like, oh, wait, no, you can't see that. Okay, we could probably go faster. This is just like me going around the corner. So, and then that's me on the other side of their house. So this is the house on the corner, and then they live in the second one over. Sorry, I'm so shaky with the camera. I have a tripod in my hand too. I mean, I am no JLR. I am no JLR. Do you know that he can like hold it? He can hold a camera stiller than anybody I've ever met. Like even if it's just like this in his hand, he's had people come up to him and cussing at him and throwing stuff at him almost, and he just sits there like whatever. Still flowers up there. Okay. Oh, I think my flowers are up there. Oh yeah, we went to look at the flowers. So This is their house here. So there's flowers all along, like around this tree. And then there's also flowers up on their porch. And I think that they put some of them down by the tree because they were moving stuff out. They had a moving truck there the last time I was there. And I parked pretty far down there. So we went around this block like twice. We were messing around. So that's the door that I'm talking about when I'm talking about that somebody could have like jimmied that door open with a credit card. My parents used to have that same door. And I know they don't make them any better than they did back then because they're just doors like that. But you literally just take the handle and you jiggle it and you put your credit card in and you slide it. I'm not telling you how to do this. I'm not telling you how to break in anything unless it's your own home. But it's easy to do. It's easy to do. But see, I don't know if he would, I don't know if someone would do that, right? Like go up and be that bold and, you know what I mean? At between 3 and 5 at night with the camera right there. I don't know. I don't see that. But then again, I don't know. Maybe he did come in through the back door. Maybe they kept that, maybe they usually left it locked. And I mean, but then, you know, what's the chances of them leaving it unlocked? Maybe this person knows them and said, can I stay with you tonight? I'm going to go downtown. I'm going to have some drinks. Do you mind if I stay at your house? So I don't have to go all the way back to, you know, New Albany. I'm just saying, I don't know who's from New Albany. I just threw that out there. And they're like, yeah, we'll leave the back door unlocked for you. Just come in through the back door. Perhaps, you know, they could have left the back door unlocked for the person. Because I don't see these people or any people in this community really leaving their doors unlocked on purpose. Like not even the scariest of the houses out there. I just don't see it. There we go, back on our walk. We walked for a while though. Let me see if I can get us right there is where, oh, I don't know. I thought I zoomed in. I think I do zoom in because like it's still going to be, you know, I'm going to see it probably. But I saw like a little lock in between or something. Let me see. Yeah, you see how their door is on one side and their door's on the other. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Or this is their door and that's their door. But there was a definite like where you could swing it open, it seemed like. So it does, yeah, Gypsy. So we thought maybe either that or he well, today I actually it happened to me. So either that or it was icy out, you know, and maybe he was like he slid a little or he thought he was going to slide on ice or he was going to step on ice. So we kind of like, you know, did some weird moves with his feet at couple different spots. That or I stepped on a rock today and about lost my balance. I was like, "Ooh," you know, I was like, "Man." Oh yeah, you could definitely hop this fence probably. Well, especially if you did it from this side. You got a little leg thing there for you, it looks like. Yeah, you put your leg on there. It looks like this fence door has been put on backwards to me. Does anybody else think this door looks like it's been put on backwards? Like those two pieces of wood in the middle and that one piece of wood, that shouldn't be on the outside. That should be on the inside. It should be flat on the outside. Yeah, somebody done messed that up. Just read the chat. Yeah, yeah, Ladybug, you would though. I could see you doing that. You know, yeah. I feel like that's something that like, you know, like my mama would have done too. She would have been like, yeah, just come over, I'm waiting up on you for you. Me, I'd be like, I'm going to bed. Just leave that door. Just lock that door and you get in. But I mean, maybe, because you could use it to climb. Yeah, that's wrong. Like that's why they put them on the inside of the fence. This is the craziest thing. These houses are 800,000. I didn't even realize that today. I'm going to say something and be like, I think your gate's on backwards, bud. Sometimes people like it that way. Oh, not me. My brother was a contractor when he was younger. And let me just tell you, he had to learn. He had to learn a couple times. So this lady today, just literally right before this live, I swear to you guys, because I had my video and everything, I was all excited. I was like, we found it. And then I'm on Facebook, like in the Facebook group, and I'm looking, and I'm like, what? I'm like, this lady's trying to steal my thunder from WSYX, ABC6. Hey, she even has dark hair like me. But we'll listen to what she has to say, because she's going to tell us that this is pretty much like where the suspect was walking.
It's been 1 week since Spencer and Monique Tepe were found shot to death inside of their Wineland Park home. We are learning new information from Columbus police, including newly released surveillance video from just a few doors down that shows an individual walking between the hours of 2 to 5 in the morning of December 30th in this back alleyway. That individual walking south, heading directly to the Tepe's residence. Could this be a suspect? Right now, that individual is the only person of interest in this case. We're continuing to follow the latest developments Tuesday. We'll keep you updated.
Hold on. Wait, are you allowed to be there, lady? Are you allowed to be on their property like that? Not their property, but someone else's property? Because that camera guy is up by the garage. If she is that far away, yeah, I don't know. I would be like, ma'am, sir. See, yeah, that's what I would think, divine timing. Yeah. Well, you can keep the kids out, but you can't keep this kid out. I'm coming over. You got a pool? Let's do this thing. Someone is a lefty. Happy. Yeah, maybe my parents should have done that. They probably would have saved a lot more money from us than breaking in the house. Me too. I would want the smooth side. I think that would be kind of backwards, right? I'm gonna send that to my brother. I'm gonna send that picture to him and be like, did you do this? Was just you back in 2000, the year 2000? Okay, so this is the next thing I wanted to show you guys, and one of the last things. But they're gonna have a private event, and I wish it kind of wasn't private, because I would like to pay my respects, just like to go give flowers or something again. But I'm glad that it's private because of people like me. You know what I mean? No, because of creators and stuff. I'm glad that they're having a private ceremony. I'm glad that they are doing it. It looks like they're going to have a couple different remembrances from them. So, probably I'm just assuming, I don't know how this is going to work, but probably more than one private event will be happening for them. And whoever has the horrific task of telling those children, especially the 4-year-old, about her parents, I pray for those. I pray for that person. There's, their little heart, because they are going to probably, I don't know how this works. Like, I don't know how that would work because they're so young. Would you tell them before the funeral and then let them go? Or would you shield them from that? Especially, I mean, they're not going to do open casket for Spencer, most likely. I'm 100% sure on that. Monique, I'm not really sure on that. But I don't know how that works. Let me know what you guys would do if you guys had kids. I mean, I don't even know if anyone can even answer it, I think if it was me, I would shield. I would shield them. Maybe let them go to like the the wake, like afterwards, let people see them, the family see them and like, play with them and like, because that's going to make, the family feel, I think, a little bit better seeing the kids, to take their mind off of the devastation that's happened in their family. So I think that could, man, those kids. Thank you, Divine Tiny, for becoming a member. The dog's back here scratching her little soul. They both love to scratch their beds. I don't know why they do that. The other one's sleeping. But yeah, I don't know. When my dad was killed, and it was nothing like this. It was a car accident. So it was nothing like this. But taken away very soon at the same time. When I told my mother, I just told her. It was like, just real quick. But with it being children, yes, and take their advice. Yeah, professional counseling. Yes, Laura, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. 33 months, princess. Jeez Louise, look at that. Oh, that doesn't seem like it's been that long. Have I even been on the platform that long? Were you and Ashley my first members? You guys, thank you. Thank you for being a member for so long, princess. Aw, I love you, girl. You guys make it easy to come on at night. I'm sorry, Sam. Death is a natural part of life, and it's better to take children when young so they know how to cope. But they are so young, I would want to shield them. Yeah. Thank you, Curious Rose. I appreciate that. It isn't easy. It never is. It don't matter. It doesn't matter how you lose your, anybody. I mean, it does, but it does. Like it does. Like this is completely different than living your life out. At least even if you only get to live it to 60 to 70, between that age. I mean, you still. I don't want anyone to go that early, but I'm just saying, like, my mother, for instance, she was 62. Like that's way different than being 37, 39. That's my age. Like I couldn't imagine those two kids, they're just, it is the worst. It is. I always feel bad. I feel like the parents, like the kids that lose their parents, they should be able to, have that. Like, I feel like those parents earned those years with their kids, you know what I mean? In a way, like with my parents, we didn't get to go through like all the, pregnancies or getting married or any of that stuff. Buying my first home, but it's okay. They always be looking down. And my mother was a saint. So I figured that's why I probably got her for the 62 years and not 80 years. Cause she was a saint. She needed to be where she needed to be. They do need their mothers. Yeah, they do. They really do. And they do have a GoFundMe. Let me put that in the chat and I'll tell you what it's up to. I mean, these guys are going to need every ounce they can get, right? Hey, Tony. Hey, C. I took my daughter to a funeral when she was 2 or 3. She didn't understand, wouldn't be quiet, wouldn't sit still, ended up leaving so she wasn't disturbing others. Yeah, that's true. Oh, thank you, Divine. They would be. They definitely would. They would be. I tell you guys all the time. My dad would be sitting here. I'd be sitting back there on the blue chair that you guys can't even barely see. It's so dark back there. Look at a light or another light. That is so dark. I need to brighten that up. So I put the candles back there. Tree, can't see. But that's all I got for you for tonight for the case. I'm just talking to you guys now. So I'm just chit-chatting with you guys now. But yeah, I want to do some things to the studio. I thought I saw, who we haven't seen in a couple of days. Where's DM been? Ashley, you talk to DM. You tell her we're looking for her. I can't believe 33 months. My goodness. How many months are you up to, Ashley? A lot. Probably 34, 36. One more day, right? I would say all kinds of things. I'd say, I understand why your back hurt. Why did you cook us dinner so many nights in a row? Why didn't you tell us to do things for ourselves? To my mom. My dad, on the other hand, I said, hey, man, you had it pretty easy, didn't you, bro? And he would say, yeah, your mom made it that way. There's Mary Beth. I was thinking of you earlier, too. I came in here. Look at that, 23 months, PKC. Next month, 2 years. Oh, my God, thank you. You guys have been here with me for like forever. There's like a core group of you guys that really have. You guys have been here like since I started my channel. And I love that. I think you probably came in right around, what, Idaho? I thought you were here before. I bet you were here before then. Oh, well, I'm all over the place with my lives right now, Divine. I do them at night and I do them in the morning. I've been doing them in the afternoon. I'm going to try to keep an afternoon schedule just till I can like get caught up on my sleep, just get back into like a good rhythm. Yeah. And then I want to take like days off, but I can't. I don't know why. I just feel like I need to come hang out with y'all. But if I did take days off, then I would just like, I could get more done for the channel too, right? Like, so I need to like have like a balance here. So what I'm going to do, I think, is make myself a schedule. Like when I was in high school, little schedule, and do things between certain times. Hey, Carl, how you been? Thanks for hitting the like button. No, thanks, Curious Rose. Oh, you're so lucky to have your mama. There's people in the chat that have their moms and dads, and they're like 80s, 90s. And I'm like, y'all are so lucky. Hey, Diane. No way. My PCA, when I was getting out of her car as the door was still open, decided to start driving backwards, and I got pushed over to the ground on Monday. Oh, my goodness. Are you okay? I would have rolled. You should have tucked and rolled under that car and got paid, girl. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't do that. But what? They didn't. I don't do any transportation other than myself or my Vincent, because I used to take it for all my appointments, and it was, oh my goodness, us. I don't wish that on anybody. It was like the worst to have to like go and like get in those cars. So I'm glad that you're okay. My goodness, she was trying to get to someone else. She was trying to get home. Not even out of the vehicle yet. Next time you leave your purse in the car until you get fully out, and then turn around and then grab the purse or something. Because like 81 and 91, Dawn. Oh, you're blessed. Oh, that's blessing. I don't know how my mom and dad would act 81, 91. Man, they would have been sassy as hell. Because my dad already was. And my mom was getting there. You know what I mean? So I was trying to help her out. I was like moving her along. I'm like, you need to get a backbone, lady. She was always just too nice to people. And so I kind of made her have a backbone a little bit. Oh, the neighbors want help. My mom's neighbor actually fell. She fainted. I was watching. I must have been looking out the window or something, just in my wheelchair or something at the time. And I remember she fell, like she just passed out. And I ran over there, didn't run, I wheeled over there. And I remember like Pam had already beat me over there. And I'm like, how'd you beat me over here? I live closer. I just saw it. And she's like, we need your help, you know? And of course I had every bandage under the sun because I just got out of the hospital. So I'm like, what you guys need? So we bandaged her all up and got her feeling okay. But like because I stayed with my mom after my car accident, and it was in a retirement community. So I was in a community that was 61 or older, or you were on disability. So first 2 hours I was there, I had literally had like 7 older people around me, just like listening to me, like in my story. It was the cutest thing. My mom's like, she loved it there though. She thought it was a nice little place. I thought it was too. She didn't get out of the car. Oh, she was ready to smoke a cigarette or something, princess. She's ready to get you out of the car. I don't mean to laugh, but that's so mean. Why would, oh my. Next time you go, you should, next time you go to get in her car, wear a boot, wear a cast and say, and hand her a bill and just see what she says. Oh, a guy came to help you. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. That's very kind of him to do that. People are crazy. She was probably trying to just like get on with their day or something. And you're like, hello, you got a customer here. You still got a driver, passenger. I thought that you were, I thought it was you, princess, that you hadn't ordered that. I knew you did. 85. What a spunky age, I bet. I bet it is. I bet I'm already at 40 and I'm already at the I don't really care stage. Like not that I don't care, but I just don't care what comes out of my mouth sometimes. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like that age. I'm like, I'm not quite old enough to be like, you know, saying like she's old, you know, let her be. But pretty much I am at 40. At 40, I am. Hey, Casey. There are some really good people still in the world. There are. There really are. Ashley's one of them. She's good people's. I just could picture, I just was thinking of Ashley just like getting somebody out of a pickle when you said there's really good people in the world. I don't know why it made me think of you, Ashley, but it did. Put you on the spot there. Oh, and it rolled. We rolled a car when we were like 5 and 6. We were in a car playing. Who let us do that? Not my parents. Not my parents. We were at my friend's house, but we knocked the car in reverse or in neutral. And we were on a hill. It was one of those old cars from the 80s where the gear shift was like up at the steering wheel and you could just hit it. And we did that. And my parents ended up hurting themselves very badly to jump through the window to get me because I wouldn't jump out. It was only going like 10 miles per hour. I don't know. Wasn't going that fast. Oh, Ashley, that's nice. See, you just need to hire Ashley, princess. She'll get you out of there. She'll get your bags out. She'll help you do the door probably too if you asked her. It is nice to hear the good stuff. We always try to do some of the good stuff at the end of the live, talk about something different. We usually will sit around and talk for a few minutes before I jump off. And I'm usually on for a little longer in my lives, but I didn't really have too much to go. And the one thing I do want to do with you guys, like the victimology thing, it'll probably take a little bit while. What else is this? Oh, wait. Okay. Nope. I already went over that. And I went over that. Okay. My 2 notes that I had to take, my 2 big notes. I usually take a lot more, but tonight I didn't. I don't know why. I didn't really need to. Let me check before we jump off here. Let me go check the places like the X and the Googles and, you know, because you never know. What's this? Okay, we need to get back into the Barry Morphew case too, because I don't know what's going on with it. And I need to know. Also, did anybody else hear that Banfield's leaving? She's leaving News Nation. Okay, yeah. People are putting the 911 call about the domestic dispute. They're putting it online. Okay, never mind. They're correcting it. Okay, that's good. I don't see anything. What's this? Oh, this is 21 minutes ago. First on Fox. Months before a dentist and his wife in Ohio were found shot to death in their home, a woman called 911 from the same address to report what the dispatcher described as a domestic dispute. After hanging up initially, the caller then told the 911 operator, "Me and my man got into it." Yeah, I don't think that's her. Me and my man. This doesn't sound like, I don't know, it doesn't sound like something she would say. Oh, and you want to hear one thing before I go jump off here? Do you know how petty Ohio State is? Ohio State University. I love their level of pettyville. It goes up every year. It goes up every year. We used to just mark out the M with a red X on the stadium, you know, where it says stadium, Ohio State Stadium. Okay. So big old X mark there. They are taking it to a whole new level of petty. Everywhere on OSU campuses, everywhere. It's huge. It's a huge campus because they have the hospital and everything. I'm talking about on their campus, in their hospitals, everywhere. Every single letter M, it doesn't matter what context it's in, doesn't matter what it's in. If it's spelled with an M in it, Ohio State is putting an X through it. And I love them for that. I love them for that. So, yeah, it wasn't Monique. Yeah. Yeah. So we talked about that earlier. Sorry. Oh, does he really, Divine? Well, I made me some tickets. I've never been to a game, and my boyfriend went to school there. And we never went to a game, even when he was still in school there. Like, why don't we go to a game? I'd love to go to a game. I'd love to go. If I could pick any game, I wouldn't pick Ohio State, Michigan. I wouldn't. I'm good. I'm cool. I don't know. I would like to see Penn State, Ohio State, because it's right around my birthday time too. So I'm wondering, like, okay, so is a party guest having mental health issues? I didn't know about the mental health part. That makes more sense. Okay, now we're getting more of a story. Okay. Because just somebody calling at a party, I'm like, because I mean, if there weren't like hands of swinging, if there was fist of hand swinging, I'm sure Spencer and Monique would have called the cops themselves, or Spencer and the other guys would have taken care of the other gentleman, like got him out of the house, whatever they needed to do. You know what I mean? Oh, you're welcome, Susie. Not a problem. Hopefully I'm going to make it up more. I am going to make it up more times than just the two. I'm going to go back up in a couple days though. Just watched one. I just read that. So have any of y'all seen the monks that are doing the walk for peace from Texas to Washington? No. But that sounds amazing. That really sounds nice. So M's from Michigan. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I kind of forgot about that. I was telling my story and then I forgot. But yeah, every M for Michigan is all marked out all over everywhere. I was like, man, because they used to just do it on like the stadium and then it moved to like, the bars and stuff. And now it's the whole dang everywhere you go at Ohio State. It's just the cutest thing I've ever seen. I think it's a cute idea, the rivals. So it's fun. Just imagine having to be the people that take those down at the end, all the stickers. It's very quiet. It is. It's a little run down, but it's not bad. It's just old houses, you know what I mean? And I know that they want so badly to, get a lot of those houses out of there and put new houses up, but that's all they could do. Oh, I know, Ladybug. I'll have to send you some pictures whenever I go back up there. It does sound beautiful. I bet you that's I couldn't that's like really cool. Let me see if we can. Oh, I'm just like seeing if I can find anything else. Okay, let me see if I can type in their names. No, just oh God, the tough questions. What is this? Okay. There's some people that are, well, you know. Okay, so doesn't look like there's nothing that I see here. We're just double checking. Okay. Well, you can see the memorial a little better here. And then like up at the house too. Okay. Well, I didn't show it to you guys. So that might put a damper on that, huh? If I don't show it to you. I was just trying to see if I could find anything else to show you guys, but I think that's all I got for you for tonight. I hope you guys all have a good evening. I am going to be back up there. Let me get my little planner out here. I hate when that computer goes on. January. Stop it. I'm so confused. Stop it. So I'm supposed to go up to the ear, nose, and throat doctor, it says on the 13th, but I had the ear, nose, and throat doctor call me today and try to set me up with an appointment for to be seen for the first time. I don't know. Oh, that's so nice of him. Well, that's awfully nice. I was actually just thinking of him the other night. I went over there and I was like, are we living the same life? We did the same lives at the same time. Like 2 nights in a row. Like I did Idaho, I think, or something. Like, or I put that video out. I put the video out and then he went live or something about Idaho. And then I don't know, we're both on the same page. So that's so nice of him. Yeah. Well, I will. Make sure that I be careful. And I'll go watch his coverage that he has because I think he's been covering this case. I think he did a couple of videos, one or two or something. So, well, that's awfully nice. I like it when people are nice to me. Everyone's always nice to me. They usually are. They better be. Just kidding. But thank you guys all for being here tonight. I'll be back on tomorrow. It'll probably be, if I am on tomorrow, because I might take the day and just, relax. If I do, I'll let you guys know via the community tab. But if I do come on, it'll probably be during the day sometime early afternoon. So I'll see you guys all then. Have a wonderful evening. And we'll probably read some Idaho 4 documents because we've got a crap ton to go through still. So we'll get through some more of those tomorrow. And then I will see you guys all very soon. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. And I will be careful. And I'm going to take Vincent with me next time because it's just easier when I could be like looking everywhere, So thank you guys. I'll see you guys all later. Bye.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if I'm fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Eat faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got 1 too many quarters in my pockets. Counting like the 4-leaf clovers in my locket.